Before I start this, I need to ask something. Why do I always end up commentating on Sonic fans? Just fucking why? Seriously, they're like the subject of probably a little more than half of my commentaries thus far. Whether they be recolor artists, whether they be terrible ranters, or in this case, whether they be bitching and moaning over voice actors. That's right, I said it. Voice actors. Believe it or not, the whole flame war over Sonic's voice, well, Sonic and Friends' voices, is still going on even after Sega decided to get rid of 4Kids as their cast. I guess Sega just finally had enough of the fans constantly pissing and whining about Jason Griffith, even after he finally perfected himself in portraying Sonic's character, because I hear that he did a great job in Sonic Unleashed. And I kind of agree, I heard some of the voice clips in that. And Sega goes the extra mile and hires some veteran voice actors that are from pretty high profile animes like Naruto, Dragon Ball, Slayers. I think Slayers, like, I heard that somewhere. I heard it in, like, a video by Big Al. Like, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. But unfortunately for Sonic fans like... what's his screen name again?
Hey guys, it's the WinMacLinTeche's.
Thank you. Unfortunately to Sonic fans like him, Sega's extra effort just wasn't good enough. And again, before I start this, I have to blame Slap Happy Gamer and Supersonic 407 for making me want to do this. Just throwing that out there. Alright, let's begin, shall we?
Hey guys, it's the WinMacLinTeche's. Well, as a filler video for my two video projects, which is the comparison of Twitter clients and Geek Stuff, I stumbled upon this very interesting and sort of depressing clip that made me rethink my priorities in life.
Okay, I don't care if that was supposed to be a joke or not. I seriously don't. Sonic the Hedgehog, under no circumstances, should cause you to rethink your priorities in life. Ever. Let alone something as trivial as a voice actor. Because you know what will happen? People will just look down on you like you're a fool and just laugh at you.
But don't listen to what I say. Just check it out. As you know, Sonic Colors is coming out on November 19th.
Which has come and gone.
And, well, I saw a little bit of a sneak preview, and it wasn't exactly sneak, since why would Sega publish it if it was sneaky?
Because sneak preview is exactly that, a sneak preview. It was just a tiny glimpse of the game without revealing too much of what the game is like. That's why it's called a sneak preview.
But you guys gotta check it out.
Hello, happy people.
Hi.
Buckle up as Eggman's ultra-accelerating space elevator whisks you to an interplanetary wonderland of fun.
I can't believe somebody was dumb enough to leave the keys in this thing. It's like Eggman's begging us to sneak in and trash the place.
Man, this thing's got some crazy fast acceleration.
Holy crap! Tails actually sounds like a guy.
You call this fast?
This amusement park has been constructed entirely out of a sense of remorse for my past transgressions and is in no way associated with any sort of evil plot or premeditated misdeeds.
I guess Eggman took some lying lessons from Dr. Wily. 'Cause he's about as believable as Wily on a good day.
Well, that's a relief.
What was Sega thinking in hiring Roger Craig Smith to be the new voice of Sonic? I mean, what were they thinking?
Again, like I said before, it's probably because they're sick and tired of people like you constantly pissing and moaning about Jason Griffith and 4Kids constantly. I mean, granted, 4Kids isn't exactly known for doing great dubs, but when it comes to video games, that doesn't really matter. But, like I said, they probably were just sick and tired of all the bashing about the voice cast, so they decided to get rid of everybody and completely replace them except for Mike Pollock because apparently everybody likes him. And they actually get a voice cast that is veteran, professional, has been in many high-profile animes. Basically a voice cast that knows what the fuck they're doing in order to please you guys. Roger's voice for Sonic does sound a lot more mature, yeah, but at least he still captures Sonic's personality perfectly. So, the better question is, what are you and all the other fans thinking for still bitching about this?
A couple of months ago, I saw this video of advertisement for a Sonic Spinball ride at a certain hotel, and his voice is really deep. But I read a comment said that they edited it, and I wasn't pissed anymore. Then I saw this, and I'm still pissed.
Well, you better get used to it, kid.
All right, Sega, if you want Sonic to have a deep voice, just don't. Sonic is great with his cocky, high-pitched voice, and although Roger Craig Smith does add in the cockiness that Jason Griffith could never do.
So you pretty much agree with me that Roger has captured Sonic's personality, and you're pretty much saying already that he's doing a better job than Jason Griffith, someone that a lot of fans like you wanted gone for a long time. So if Roger is doing a better job than Jason, the question I need to ask you is, what more could you possibly want?
I really don't get why they had to take out Ryan Drummond in the first place.
Oh, guess that answers my question. But I shouldn't be surprised, considering the amount of demand for Ryan Drummond there still is, and because of what I assume is a Sonic Adventure 2 poster in the background.
I mean, what's his face? Who is? Sorry, I'm doing some research here.
And you didn't do any research before making this rant because...
Mike Pollock is perfect as Dr. Eggman. And, that's just great, because, he's a really good Dr. Eggman. So just take out the dead... Well, I hate to be so crude. Because, see, what's his face? Oh my god. Dean Bristow was perfect for Eggman.
And you didn't bother to edit out the last time you had to do research in the middle of this because...
And I'm so sorry to hear that he died in, late 2005, of a heart attack. But it just really pisses me off how you had to take out the whole cast and replace it with a new guy.
Truth be told, I also sort of wonder why Sega decided to replace the entire voice cast at that time. And after a little bit of thought, I thought that Sega just did it for the sake of consistency. Like, if they have to change one voice, then every other voice has to change. But then that thought was pretty much negated by the fact that they're keeping Mike Pollock after replacing the entire voice cast again.
And what really pisses me off is, it's okay. Mike Pollock is an amazing Eggman. I actually think he's somewhat better than Dean Bristow, though Dean had that old man touch in it, probably because Dean Bristow was an old man. But, I really don't like how they have such a terrible voice.
Which still isn't a game breaker, by the way.
So Sega, if you are watching this, contact me, thewinmaclinteche@gmail.com, alright?
Kid, Sega is a multi-million-dollar company that develops full-length games and conceives ideas for future games every day. Sorry to tell you this, but that much information alone tells you that no one at Sega is going to have the time or effort to go onto YouTube to look at random videos from a fan in the hopes of getting suggestions, let alone emailing said fan and asking him or her for help.
I have some really good ideas for a better Sonic game, and I have some really good reasons why we should take... Okay, I hate this reflection. I have some really good ideas for better Sonic games, and I'm currently writing the script for one in the process. Alright.
I'm also pretty sure that Sega... No. Actually, I am sure without a doubt Sega gets hundreds of fan suggestions in the mail every day. Most of them probably filled with absolute shit ideas, like maybe a Sonic game that has a plot that involves Sonic falling in love with some random Mary Sue character, or maybe a Sonic game that's a crossover with Lucky Star. Hell, I'm pretty sure that they get a package from Chris Chan every now and again. So because they get so many suggestions, a lot of them probably being crap, they aren't going to take fan suggestions in that way, let alone through random videos from you or anyone else on YouTube.
Wow. Okay. I think I'll do glasses on. See ya.
And that's the end of the video. Alright. Bottom line. A lot of people are getting really tired of this constant complaining about the voice actors. Alright? Especially after Sega has more or less given fans like you what they've been asking for ever since 4Kids took over the English dubbing. Other people have made countless rebuttals explaining why the voice acting is in no way, shape, or form a game breaker. Yet, they have seen countless petitions to get rid of Jason Griffith every single time a new Sonic game is set to release. Now Sega finally gets rid of him, and now you want to bring this old argument up again. Kid, everyone is getting sick of it. Just be thankful that Sega finally listened to you for once and gave you guys a good voice cast, a good professional veteran voice cast. And get over the fact that Ryan Drummond isn't coming back to voice Sonic, at least not anytime soon. People have also had enough of you guys constantly begging for him to come back. He wasn't what made the Sonic Adventure series good. It was because the Sonic Adventure series were very well made games. That's it.
Okay, now, let's see who else I'm going to commentate on. Okay. The WinMacLinTeche's. Okay, let's see what this guy's been up to.
Hey guys, it's the WinMacLinTeche's.
Hello, man. I'm the Honest Reviewer using the Animateur's avatar. How are you doing?
Well, as a filler video for my two video projects, which is the comparison of Twitter clients and geek stuff, I stumbled upon this very interesting and sort of depressing clip that made me rethink my priorities in life.
Really? Oh my god. This sounds completely serious. I mean, what happened, man? What is this video that made you think this?
But don't listen to what I say. Just check it out. As you know, Sonic Colors is coming out on November 19th.
Wait. Sonic? Oh, God. This is going to be something completely and utterly retarded, isn't it? Like eye color or height or quill numbers or something equally as stupid as that. Oh, and I'm sorry for being a nitpicky bastard here, but I thought Sonic Colors came out during the 16th of November, which is literally, 7 days after your video got uploaded.
And, well, I saw a little bit of a sneak preview, and it wasn't exactly sneak, since why would Sega publish it if it was sneaky?
Okay, you really don't understand the concept of a sneak peek. A sneak peek is where they just show a tiny snippet of the game. Just to get the fans pumped up for the release.
But you guys gotta check it out.
Hello, happy people. Buckle up as Eggman's ultra-accelerating space elevator whisks you to an interplanetary wonderland of fun.
I can't believe somebody was dumb enough to leave the keys in this thing. It's like Eggman's begging us to sneak in and trash the place.
Man, this thing's got some crazy fast acceleration.
All this fast?
This amusement park has been constructed entirely out of a sense of remorse for my past transgressions and is in no way associated with any sort of evil plot or premeditated misdeeds.
Well, that's a relief.
Okay. What seems to be the problem? I honestly found nothing wrong with that clip there.
What was Sega thinking in hiring Roger Craig Smith to be the new voice of Sonic? I mean, what were they thinking?
Voice acting. Voice acting. Why? Why am I not surprised? I mean, this is a Sonic fan base. They'll bitch and moan about anything. I'm surprised that no one has ever made a rant video complaining about Sonic's shoe size by now.
A couple of months ago, I saw this video of advertisement for a Sonic Spinball ride at a certain hotel, and his voice is really deep. But I read a comment said that they edited it, and I wasn't pissed anymore. Then I saw this, and I'm still pissed. All right, Sega, if you want Sonic to have a deep voice, just don't. Sonic is great with his cocky, high-pitched voice, and although Roger Craig Smith does add in the cockiness that Jason Griffith could never do.
Yes, and that's exactly why they got rid of him. Because a lot of you Sonic fans kept complaining about Jason Griffin, so they got rid of him and replaced him with a new actor. Don't you see what they've been doing? They tried to get you guys something you want, and look at how you're reacting. It's Sonic 4 all over again. And also, correct me if I'm wrong, but were you looking at your computer screen to find out who voiced the Sonic in the past few games? seriously, you didn't really know that by the time you were making this rant? Seriously?
I really don't get why they had to take out Ryan Drummond in the first place. I mean, what's his face? Who is? Sorry, I'm doing some research here.
And now it's time to kick the dead horse. Dude, you should have really done your research before you decided to make this rant. That way, we wouldn't have to spend a few seconds waiting for you. Either that or you should have cut this part of the video out.
Mike Pollock is perfect as Dr. Eggman. And, you know, that's just great because, you know, he's a really good Dr. Eggman. So just take out the dead. Well, I hate to be so rude. Because, see, what's his face? Oh, my God.
Nice jump cut, by the way. I mean, seriously, why are you doing this in one take and you didn't even do the research before you did it? This is where any filmmaker would stop the video completely, do the research, and then come back and probably do it all over again. But no, you didn't do that. You decided to film this entire rant in one take. Well, at least I gave you props. You did edit it. Barely.
Dean Bristow was perfect for Eggman, and I'm so sorry to hear that he died in, like, 2005, late 2005, of a heart attack. But it just really pisses me off how you had to take out the whole cast and replace it with a new guy.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't the dubbing for Sonic X come out around 2003? And don't quote me on this because I heard this from 4Kids, and we all know how good they are at making up bullshit to cover in their own ass. But from what I heard, they changed the entire cast because for some reason they didn't want the fans to confuse the continuity from the games to the continuity within the show. Of course, they also say it was because Ryan Drummond lived too far away from the casting studio. But again, this is 4Kids we're talking about, and they probably made up this bullshit, again, to defend themselves.
And what really pisses me off is, you know, it's okay. Mike Pollock is an amazing Eggman. I actually think he's somewhat better than Dean Bristow, though Dean had that old man touch in it, probably because Dean Bristow was an old man. But, you know, I really don't like how they have such a terrible voice. So Sega, if you are watching this...
Isn't that cute? He thinks Sega is actually watching him.
Contact me, thewinmaclinteche@gmail.com, alright? I have some really good ideas for a better Sonic game, and I have some really good reasons why we should take... Okay, I hate this reflecting. I have some really good ideas for...
Ah! Dude! Put the glasses back on! Your eyes are scaring me!
Better Sonic games, and I'm currently writing the script for one in the process. Alright. Wow. Okay. I think I'll do glasses on.
Yes. Yes. Let that man make Sonic games. He will be perfect. Oh, wait a second. He doesn't even know what the concept of a sneak peek is. Never mind. Get rid of him. But in all seriousness, and again, I'm sorry that I have to beat a dead horse here, but what makes you think that Sonic is going to find your video and they're going to contact you directly after watching it? I'm sure they have so much better things to do than to go on YouTube and find concepts for ideas on a new Sonic game. I mean, I'm pretty sure that thousands, if not millions, of other fans have been submitting ideas to Sega over and over again for new Sonic games. So what makes you think they'll go to you? And also, if you think that this rant is going to do anything about Sonic Colors, you're too late. Because the game came out 7 days after this video was posted. By that time, the game was already getting ready for being shipped to stores, so you're a little late. And I bet if they even left Jason Griffin, the voice Sonic in Sonic Colors, you all would have still been bitching. It's an endless loop with you Sonic fans. You're never satisfied with anything, even when Sega listens to you. Remember around 2005, you guys were wanting Sega to rush their new Sonic game? Well, what happened to that? It ended up being called Sonic 06. Oh yeah, y'all remember that game? Oh, and then last time, that Sega listened to you. You all wanted the old school Sonic game back. And what did they give you? Sonic 4! And what ended up happening? So many people started bashing it for no fucking reason. And now they give you another thing you want by getting rid of Jason Griffin. And now we have this. You know, it's reasons like this that I have grown to hate Sonic this past few years. And I hate its fan base even more. It's just filled with nothing but creeps, geeks, and idiots.